See, it says live, Hillary.
Yep, you're good.
All right, we're good. Okay. Okay, to begin then?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Thomas Smith. For the record, I'm the Chief of Current Planning in the City of Annapolis Planning and Zoning Department. This is a code mandated public meeting regarding the preliminary forest conservation plan for the redevelopment of Newtowne 20. The file for this particular project for the plan development is PD 2020-001. Anyone in the public who wishes to comment on today's public meeting may do so. You may find a comment page on the City of Annapolis website, www.annapolis.gov/forest conservation plan comments. And you have 15 days with which to submit comments. That would be July 1st. And those comments come directly to my email, so I look forward to receiving those. Just a brief explanation. The city's forest conservation process is a two-step process, with step 2 being a two-part process. The first step is a forest stand delineation. The second step is a forest conservation plan. This project has already received its approval for its forest stand delineation. We are now into the preliminary forest conservation plan review that's being reviewed as part of the plan development. The final forest conservation plan is approved with the grading permit portion of the review, which will happen after the Planning Commission reviews and approves of the plan development itself. So with that, I will turn it over to the applicants at Penrose Haka. That's either.
Good morning. Thanks, Tom. Sorry about that. I was on mute, of course. My name is Patrick Stewart. I'm with Penrose. We are partnering with the Housing Authority of the City of Annapolis here this morning, as well as Jennifer Adams with Haka. So we're partnering on the transformation of Newtowne 20. I just wanted to give a very kind of brief overview of the project and what we're doing before handing it to Kevin Haynes with Hollyoak. So the redevelopment of Newtowne 20 will achieve full-scale demolition of the existing site and buildings on Newtown Drive off of Forest Drive. The site is currently vacant following temporary relocation of current residents. All existing 78 units will be replaced with brand new apartment homes, as well as construction of a brand new community building. The project will include, will include all new roads, infrastructure, stormwater management, public and private utilities, as well as open space and recreation amenities. And finally, in relation to what we'll be discussing today, we're adding a significant amount of new trees and other plantings around the site to achieve, a greener Newtowne 20. So it's a plan we're very excited to get moving on. And with that, I would like to introduce Kevin Haynes with Hollyoak Consultants to walk us through the details of the forest conservation plan.
Thank you, Patrick. For the record, my name is Kevin Haynes, president of Hollyoak Consulting. I'm the environmental consultant on this project, handling the forest stand delineation and forest conservation plan. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, the forest stand delineation and forest conservation plan. Give me 1 second. Okay. So this is our approved forest stand delineation plan. I've underlaid an aerial image just to give you an idea of the site and what we're dealing with here on the outset of this project. As you can see, the site is void of forest or property boundary, this dark line here. There is some tree canopy cover in the southwest corner. That's where an existing stormwater management facility is currently located, and that will remain, but it will be retrofitted with the new project. There is one specimen tree, tree number 1 right here, and one significant tree. The specimen tree is in fair condition. It's a red maple. the significant tree is a tulip poplar in good condition. So this is our forest conservation plan. Per the city's forest conservation code, we are required to provide 20% of the site area via afforestation, since no forest exists. That comes out to be 1.29 acres of afforestation or planting. The city code allows various means of meeting that 1.29 acres of afforestation. Given existing utilities and existing stormwater management facility, the need to meet the project goals, we're providing a combined effort of typical reforestation or forestation plantings, which you can see here in the green shading. And also we will be providing street trees as allowed by the code. The breakdown is about a 1/4 acre of traditional reforestation and about 1.5 acres of street trees, which I'll show here on the next slide. In addition, we'll stick with this plan for a moment. We will be removing the one significant tree as it's going to be located where the proposed retrofitted stormwater management facility is. It's just unavoidable. And by retrofitting that stormwater management facility, we're providing a better stormwater management control and water quality for the downstream outfall of this project. In addition, all our plantings for the forest conservation requirements will be native species as required by the city code. And here, as you can see, this is our street tree plan. All the street trees here are shown in green, mostly American sycamores, a native species that will provide large canopies at their maturity over the proposed road and other impervious surfaces, thereby slowing down stormwater runoff, providing shade for the impervious surfaces, and providing a better tree canopy for a site, as we saw with the FSD plan that currently has very, very little tree canopy. And that is our presentation of the forest stand delineation and forest conservation plan of this project for Newtowne 20.
Great. Thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome, Tom. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here for a moment, if that's okay. All right.
Patrick, do you have anything further to add? It's pretty straightforward as far as an afforestation plan.
No, Tom, I don't have anything to add.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I think that really, since the public doesn't participate, virtually, they can send comments. I think it's really going to be the end of the formal presentation. I'm going to reiterate that the public can send comments and find the form on the city webpage, which is www.annapolis.gov/forest conservation plan comments. And you have until July 1st to submit those comments. I think that's all for this morning.
All right.
Thank you all very much. Thank you, Hillary.
Thanks for facilitating it. Appreciate it.
Thanks.